When I started scaling my first business, I thought it was all about hustle. Work harder, push more, never stop. I thought success meant sleepless nights, coffee-fluid mornings, and pushing through exhaustion. But what I wish someone had told me back then is this. Scaling a business is not just about strategy and numbers. It's about protecting your energy, listening to your body, and moving forward one step at a time. Because if you don't, the business might grow, but you will collapse.
Hey, I'm Inga Grinko. I'm the founder of I'm Fashion and CEO of Bosch Paris, and I help emerging fashion and creative entrepreneurs grow their brands through my program, BB10X.
So here's my personal story. I quit my 9-to-5 in my early 30s. Everyone thought I was crazy, giving up stability for an uncertain dream, but I wanted freedom. I wanted to stay with my son. He was 2 at that time, and I wanted to be close to him and see him growing. So I wanted Elsa to express my creativity. I wanted to build something that was mine and I could be proud of. So I launched my first brand. I had passion, I had vision, but what I didn't have was financing. I borrowed money to keep the dream alive. And I sacrificed weekends, nights, even time with my son, everything. And still, I ended up closing that first company. The shame, the fear, the feeling of failure, it was crushing. I remember sitting alone thinking, maybe I'm not cut for this. Maybe I should quit. But looking back, that failure became the greatest teacher of my life. In those moments of chaos, I realized passion wasn't enough. Hustle wasn't enough. I needed systems, I needed tools, I needed guidance. That's when I turned to courses and mentors, people who had already worked through their chaos. I invested in learning even when money was tight. And those lessons literally saved me. Combined with rituals I built for myself, visualization, journaling, meditation, I slowly started to rebuild. Day by day, I learned to face the storm without losing myself. So fast forward to today, I run Barge as a fashion brand, and I'm Fashion, where I coach other brand owners. And let me be honest, it's still hard times. At Barge, there are moments of financial stress. There are days I question if I can keep everything running. But here's what's different now. I know how to reconnect to my why. I remember why I choose to acquire Barge, because I believe in rebellious, sustainable fashion that tells a story. I remember why I started I'm Fashion, because I don't want other brand owners to go through the chaos blind like I did. And every time it feels too much, I go back to one rule: focus on one thing a day. Not the whole mountain, just the next step. I've also learned the hard way that our body talks to us. Back then, I ignored it. I walked through exhaustion, skipped rest. I told myself, I'll recover later. But later never come. Eventually, burnout hit me like a wall. Now I know your body is your first business partner. Protect it, and you'll think clearly, create better, and scale sustainably. Ignore it, and it will shut you down. So I schedule recovery, I meditate, I journal, I visualize my future self, calm, focused, and successful, and I step into pure energy. These are not luxuries, these are survival tools. So the biggest shift for me, choosing priorities in advance. One focus for the week, one focus for the day, one focus for the months, and I stick to it. Because trying to do everything at once kills your energy and kills your creativity. But doing the one thing that matters most, that's what creates results. For instance, some weeks I may focus on production at Barge, others it's content and coaching at I'm Fashion, but never both at full speed. Choosing priorities is how I avoid chaos and keep my energy high. And here is the magic. One small action a day, stacked over weeks and months, turns into your best year ever. Not because you did everything, but because you did the right things. So here's what I wish I knew before scaling my first business. The rest is part of growth. That clarity comes from action, not from waiting for the perfect plan. The failure is not the end, it's a step on the way. And that scaling isn't about doing more, it's about focusing more. So if you're scaling right now, here's what to do. reconnect to your why every day. Write it down, visualize, breathe every day. Protect your body, sleep, movement, recovery. And then build rituals, journaling, meditation, visualization. These tools give you clarity when everything feels chaotic. So choose your priorities, weekly, daily, monthly, and stick to them. And then take small steps because the mountain is climbed one step at a time. Do this, and not only will you scale your business, you'll scale yourself. And hey, this is my truth. I quit my 9 to 5. In my early 30s, I failed, I borrowed money, I closed my first company, but I got back. I got back up. I built Barsh, I built I'm Fashion. And even today, when it's hard, I reconnect to my why. And if I can, so you can. Now, tell me in the comments, what's your focus right now? Is it sales, building your brand, or protecting your energy? Let's make this episode a conversation. I'll be reading and replying. And hit like if this spoke to your heart. Follow us for daily insights. Subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. And if you want systems and support to scale without chaos, check out our new course, BB10X. It's exactly what I wish I had when I started. And I don't stop here. In the next episode, I will expose the truth about fashion weeks. Why they're fake and why they're killing designers, dreams, and what to do instead so you don't want to miss it. See you in the next one.